is your IELTS examination, and this is your speaking test, and in this test you will stay here up to 14 minutes or more. IELTS is an examination where a candidate has to face three parts, part 1, 2 and 3. In part 1, every candidate faces some questions about himself or herself, and also there is a familiar topic in this part. Then in part 2, a cue card is given to the student, and also here is some time management. At first, students is given 1 minute to write down the necessary information, then he will be given 1 to 2 minutes to decide. In IELTS speaking test, student has to face part 3, and this part is very crucial for every student to get better band scores in this part. Actually, this part is a discussion one. All students here has to argue for getting good band scores. Sometimes he has to be very, or she has to be very logical and accurate in his speaking. So let's start. What's your name?
My name is Sajid Ahmed. You can call me Sajid.
Okay. Are you a student?
Yes, I am a student. Recently, I completed my HEC exam.
Okay. Now let's discuss about your hometown. Is your hometown a good place to live? Why?
Yes, my hometown is a good place to live because there are so many facilities are available, like many kind of playgrounds is available, and also restaurants are quite famous in my hometown. Usually people like to spend time with their children in those playgrounds which is located in my hometown.
What sort of jobs do people do in your hometown?
In my hometown, people like to do industrial jobs because there are so many industrial factories are available in my hometown, and also as a waiter, so many restaurants are available for waiter jobs. And sometimes as a part-time job, a student can do a small market as a assistant.
In which part of your hometown do most people live?
Most of the people live in near the market, especially because when somebody need any type of item, they can usually find those items in market. And also near the market there was a bus station are available, which is help people to go to their destiny in a proper time.
In which part of your hometown do most people live?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Why did you play? Where did you play in your hometown when you were a child?
When I was a child, I played near my house, and there was a big playground is available on the time. And after I finished my school, I play with my friend on the playground. On the time, the playground has so many structure which is good for playing hide and seek, and hide and seek also a favorite games of mine. And cricket pitch, football court, and also tennis court are available. This type of play structure is established by government, and I enjoy spending time with my friend on that playground.
Okay, now let's discuss about films. How often do you go to the cinema?
I do not go so much in cinema, but sometimes I go with my family, and I like to spend time with them in cinema hall. It's like a memorable moment also, and when we see cinema in a big screen, it is total a different experience for me.
Do you prefer to watch a film at the cinema or at home, and why?
In this busy life, parents are not having free time to spend with their children. So when they have free time, I like to prefer watch film in home, because especially fathers are going to their workplace every day, so they are traveling through uh, bus or vehicles every day. So when they have free time, it is comfortable for them and us also to watch a film in home, and it is less costful compared to cinema hall tickets.
Okay, which film from your childhood do you remember most, and why you have remembered this kind of film or movie?
I remember a science fiction movie. On that movie, I learned about gravity and how this gravitational force work, and also the momentum. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I learned so many things about science from that movie.
Why did you so? What is your favorite film now?
Nowadays, my favorite films are like fighting films, such as Salar, uh, and also Bahubali, which is a Indian film, but the history is pretty good, and they represent their history in a good way. And this is the India's #1 film also.
Okay, our part one is done. Now we're going to the part two, and as I have told you earlier, in this part you will be given a cue card, and also you have to have the time management system. At first, you have 1 minute to write down the necessary information what you will need when you will be speaking. Then you will have 1 to 2 minutes to say or to describe your cue card. Okay, this is your cue card, and this is the paper for you, and you have also the pencil. The time starts now. You have just 1 minute to write down. Okay, carry on. Okay, now your time is up. You may start your cue card. You have 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. Carry on.
Today I like to discuss about a very interesting place which is called Panamnagar. It is situated in Sonargaon, and when I read in class 9, I go there as a school trip, in a school trip with my so many friends. This This trip is held by my teacher, and also principal is sponsored the cost of the traveling. And when I go there, I see so many old structures, but specifically the famous structure is the Panam city, and this city made by old bricks, and the window and doors are falling in the ground. On the building there are no color, but the true color of the bricks are visible on that city, and the city is quite big, and nearby the place I especially like to try those traditional foods of the city, and I eat so many delicious dishes like fish fry, chicken, and also so many special items. I do not remember the name of those items, but I especially like to go there for experience those new foods. And after we visiting the whole Panamnagar, we came to the bus and come back to our home.
That's it, right? Okay. Our part two is gone. Now we are on the part 3, and in this part I have told you before, this is a discussion one. You must argue and have to be very logical and very accurate here. And in this part you will be asked some questions, some backup questions or related questions to the part 2 or most probably part 1 also. No problem. Let's discuss about places that tourists visit. What areas of a town or city do tourists often like to visit?
The most common side of a city is which represent the cultural state specifically. Tourists like to know about a different culture of different countries, and also what type of traditional foods are available on that tourist site, and the environment is neat and clean or is dirty. This type of thing tourists can learn about when they visit any tourist spots.
How important is it for local governments to look after popular tourist attractions?
It is very important because tourist sports, especially basically tourist sports is very beneficial for our economical financial state. So local government when focus in those tourist sports, they can increase the visitors amount and also increase their profit level. To maintain those profitable things, they need to maintain the place neat and clean, and also tourist facilities like serve the tourists proper or healthy foods. Do not misbehave with tourists also. It can decrease the population of those places.
Should people pay to visit attractions such as museums or galleries?
Yes, I think tourists must need to pay because museums have so many old structure and also so many old items which is very expensive. To the safety of those expensive items, they need to hire guards, and also need to clean those area for visitors, and the maintenance cost is too high for only government cannot maintain those maintenance costs. It will be lossful project, I think. So if a little amount of tourist pay to the museum or gallery, it will be very helpful or beneficial for our country also. And if there is any discount in pays like student discount and also children discount, it will be very helpful for tourists also.
Okay, now let's discuss another topic, being a tourist. How should tourists behave when they are in a different country?
Tourists need to behave peaceful and polite and kind also. Sometimes local people are not kindful for them, but they need to handle those situations because they are new on those areas or country. So handling those situations is kind of complicated sometimes. People going to way more anger sometimes on tourists, and also they can't understand tourist language also. This type of matter, when this happen, tourists need to be peaceful and kind and simply try to handle those situation.
Okay, what can local people, I mean the people, the indigenous one, what can local people do to help tourists enjoy their visit, enjoy the visit of the tourist?
Local people help tourists in many ways, like direct the perfect location for tourists, and also provide the proper food, not unhygienic or not unhealthy foods, which is sometimes tourists need to eat something specific like healthy salad type. So local people told them which type of vegetables they need to use for which is healthy also. And also when local people help tourists, the tourists gain so many good perspective about the locals, and it is also good for our country's uh, popularity.
Okay. What can tourists learn from visiting new places?
Tourists can learn so many things about their culture, about how they, what type of dishes they're eating, what is the temperature, and uh, what type of structure are available on that tourist visit spots. Specifically, I like to talk about Sitakundo. This is a mountain. This is the largest mountain in Bangladesh, which is situated in Chattogram. When any tourists go to Sitakundo, they can experience so many natural beauty, and also try their traditional foods.
Okay. When a tourist visits to a place outside their country, should tourists receive the cultures from there?
Yes, I think it is sometime happened. Sometimes tourists are quite tourists are like our, sometimes tourists like our culture. Um, uh, for an example, if
So, do you think it is beneficial to receive or to learn or to acquire other culture while visiting different places?
yes, I think this is good. Mm,
How?
oh, because learning other countries' cultural things is not a bad thing. You can gain your knowledge about all over the world, and also uh, what type of people are.
But we find when we actually receive the cultures of other, it has created the cultural assault or cultural difficulties for their own culture. So, how can a tourist maintain both balance?
It is pretty easy. First time when any tourist experience new cultural thing, it is hard to maintain. But after some time, when the tourists know about this, what the local people are doing, what the culture want to represent, then the thing is going to easy for them.
Okay, our examination is over. I think you will get band score 5.5. You have partial command of the language, I mean English language, and you have some learnings. You are not good at subject or agreement. Also, the number problems you have a lot of word problems, and in part 2 you are missing fluency and frequency. Sometimes you are actually making mistakes about tense. This is very bad. And everything is okay, no problem. You try better so that you can get better band score later. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Exam. Bye.